Hey everybody, welcome to Mozart Club. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Eenie Meanie. So, I got mixed reviews on this. Hold on one second. It is 6.0 on IMDb. Only 380 people rated so far. It's on Hulu. Action, comedy, drama, thriller. A reformed teenage getaway driver is dragged back into her unsavory past when a former employer offers a chance to save the life of her chronically unreliable ex-boyfriend. Right? Well, she is Samara Weaving, who's great. Like, Ready or Not, like she is very close to what's her name? I always think she looks like the other girl. Anyway, from Wolf of Wall Street. Her name's escaping me, but she's in this. I always thought when I saw Ready or Not, I thought it was the other girl, but here it is. It's Samara Weaver, Karl Glusman, Andy Garcia, Steven Zahn, and that's really about it. So I don't know. It's an hour and 34 minutes long, so a short film. It's worth a look. It's just, like I said, it came out on Hulu. Let's check it out, see if it's worth watching. Stick around. I'll let you know what I think. Margaret Robbie. Hold on. Margaret Robbie, as I said, she reminds, like, doppelganger. There's so many doppelgangers out there in Hollywood, and we can do, I could do a whole short on that. I'm sure many people have seen all of them. But her and Margaret Robbie, very similar. And Jamie Priestley. They're triplets. All right, that's it. That's who I was thinking of. All right, now I'm going to watch the movie. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Eenie Meanie, and I have to say this was a really like under the radar type film. I enjoyed it. I was engaged the entire time. There's a lot of action. There's a good story behind it all. There's romance, and it's unexpected. It's not predictable. A lot of movies that we see are very predictable, and this one was not. It's a fun story. What's Baby Driver? Reminds you a little bit of Baby Driver. Obviously, she's a getaway driver. So Samantha Weavering, whatever her name is, I was talking about earlier, who really looks like Margaret Robbie. And I could see, and when you watch a little bit closer, they don't. But I originally thought that they looked a lot alike. Samara Weaving. And I also forgot to mention that Andy Garcia is in this movie. So Andy Garcia is like the kingpin, the mob guy, whatever. And her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, who was played by Karl Glusman, he's in a lot of different things. You recognize him as soon as you see him. If you watch a lot of movies, you'll know him. I never knew him before, but I was like, I know him from something else, and there's a lot of different things that he's in. Anyway, she's like, they've been boyfriend and girlfriend for like 15 years, on again, off again, and they've got a good history. I mean, there's history to them. I'm not going to say it's good, but at this point, they're kind of ex. He gets in some trouble. He owes some money. Andy Garcia is the one he owes it to. So he's like, I need $3 million, and you guys are going to help me get it. So he recruits his ex-girlfriend, which is Edie in this movie, and she's going to be a getaway driver. They're going to rob a casino, right? And so the two of them are going to do it together. Obviously, there's a lot more to the backstory, to the relationship. That's a lot of fun to see. I mean, fun might not be the right word, but it's enjoyable to watch the depth build behind these two characters and the relationship and what's going on there. And, it comes to all of that. And, there's going to be fast driving. She's going to be driving and get away. There's going to be backstabbing. There's all that kind of stuff that you would expect in this type of movie, like a Baby Driver kind of movie, right? And then, so you watch it and you're engaged. Again, you think it's a little bit predictable. We've seen these types of getaway movies, Pickup, I think we just saw that kind of stuff. And, you think you have an idea of where it's going to land, and you don't. And I enjoyed that the most. Now, I did see another review where somebody said, like, the third act kind of changes it. Like, the first two were very good, and the third one does dive a little bit more into maybe the relationship than it does the robbery. But I don't think it's slowed down enough. I thought it was good. I also forgot to mention real quick, Marshawn Lynch is in it. I think he's great. I like him. Little small snippets of Marshawn Lynch throughout every movie. I think it works. And he was in this one as well, so I enjoyed that aspect anyway, back to that. I think the movie slowed down. The third act is where, you figure it all out, what happens. And I liked what they did. I also heard that people didn't like the ending. I liked it. It's different. It's not what you would expect. That makes it unpredictable. So I like that a lot. Now, I do feel that, you have the dramatic climax, what you're really watching it for. And then there's that, extra little bit. I thought the extra little bit, whatever you call it, there's probably a term for it. And I don't even know. I'll have to Google it. That was a little much. It could have, it could have ended where, it ended. You know what I mean? Where we all know it ended. But this piece, it drug on a little bit. And I get it. I get the purpose. But anyway, so all in all, in the end, I never heard of this until recently, and I really enjoyed it a lot. I know I have one other note here that I want to make sure. Oh, okay. Two other things that I want to throw out there. Not really a spoiler alert, but two things that I wanted to call out. First off, there's a point in the scene. They're going to be driving cars, right? And they're stealing money. So if they're stealing money and they're driving away in a car, what are people going to do? They're not going to shoot at her. They are. In this movie, they're shooting at her. It's like, that's silly. Like, okay. I get it. You don't want people to steal, but you're not causing harm, so they're shooting at her and not the tires. So that piece, I was like, you could have fixed that a little bit. These are the kind of things, the critiques I would give people if they call me ahead of time. The other piece that I did like was the Tesla piece, and I'm not going to tell you what that means. You have to watch that. I thought that was great. That was great. Bringing it real right there. So check that out. You'll see what I mean when you watch it. I encourage you to watch it if you like action, you like drama, you like getaway movies, cars, racing, cool cars, that kind of stuff, or if you like Samara Weaving. Sorry, keep messing up. I think she's great. She did a great job in this one. There you go. That's it. Hopefully I was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.